When you read the trial testimony, you can sense that Harry Lee's blackness was very much sort of ever present in the courtroom. Nobody came out and maligned him or criticized him or was antagonistic towards him because of his race, but it was there. You could feel it. And there was also this kind of subtext of sort of black sexual potency that was ever present in the courtroom as well. This idea that he was having this affair with this married woman and that he sort of, that he took her away from her husband. It was all there, right? So even if there wasn't sort of outright accusations of that sexuality, it was implied. You can find evidence to implicate him, and you can find evidence to exonerate him. It could go either way. So it depends on sort of what your leanings are and what you're looking for.
My mother was just devastated. Well, she was, heartbroken, I mean, she knew him really well. I mean, you don't know when people grow up, you don't know what they do. But, I mean, we didn't believe that he had done that. But there wasn't, I guess, they had a jury and they decided that he did, and that was it. And he said he wasn't guilty, and he wouldn't say that he was.
So his last words when they hung him, "You're hanging the wrong man," he said.
I don't know, I'm not sure just what happened in there, but I thought there was enough that it just seemed that he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. I don't know. Anyhow, Mrs. Lee was heartbroken, of course, and I can remember when he was hung, a few cars came out from Hamilton and they brought his body out and took it over to the cemetery.
It was a tragedy, and there was no solution. So I don't believe anything ever. We never talked about it very much. Of course, from time to time it came up, but it was something that it was hurtful. I think people to talk about it because we knew that how painful it must have been for the Lee family and for the black community to undergo something like that. But I know that when we went back to the cemetery for various people that we were putting flowers and etc., that my mother would often refer to, "Oh, Harry Lee is buried over there in an unmarked grave." And we used to go look for it, but we could never find it. But I knew it was back over close to where my family's plot was.
He's buried right against the fence. I could almost go to his gravesite because I helped Charlie Walker put in a tombstone close to his grave, and the grave was fairly fresh at the time. And we knew where he was.
It was quite an astounding thing, and especially young people's lives to think that we had somebody living, but he didn't seem like a hardened criminal or anything to us. I don't know what happened, but I know it was sad for his mother.